Your banks, like you just said.
That's Josh. Odd
Yeah.
places.
Going wildly viral.
Okay, Josh, do you miss me?
Do I miss you?
Yeah.
Not anymore. You're here.
All right. We did have that issue with the audio right before this. So when you leave and you go on a trip away from your wife, do you miss your wife?
The proper answer is yes. Of course, a little, right? But not as much as I used to, right? To be honest,
Okay. Why? Why do you not miss her as much as you used to?
because there's less to miss.
Because you've lived so long with her that there's less
Yeah,
that you're going.
we've done more, so there's less to miss.
That's nice. That's good. That's good.
I
So
like that answer, huh? That's good.
I, I never thought of it that way. All right. So here we go. Ready? Dependency. Okay. So I take missing someone as you depend on them. You depend on them for something. That's why you miss them. You eat. Let's see. You eat cheesecake. I had some cheesecake last night. My Airbnb brought some cheesecake. And the odd thing was, she said, "Do you eat cheesecake?" And I said, "Yes." And I didn't know if that meant I could have some of the cheesecake that she put in the refrigerator or
Or
not.
was she
So,
just curious? Maybe she
yeah,
was
yeah,
just.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just curious. So this way, if any piece is missing, I know who to blame.
Okay, maybe that's it. I don't know. There was some clarity issue that I had going on. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I eat cheesecake or I eat sweets occasionally, and I I do miss it. I do miss sweets. I mean, when I do not eat sweets on a regular basis, like the last 4 days, I don't think I had any sweets at all. I don't. I try not to have any sweets in my house, and I miss sweets. Now, that is a physiological craving for something I do
It's
not
called
have.
addiction, man. It's
All
called
right.
addiction. Yeah,
All right.
you got it.
We're getting in. We're going in the right direction though, because so if we use missing as you are addicted to something, when you say "I miss you," I miss chocolate, I miss a sweet. I I attempt not to miss any person I'm not around. I enjoy the time I'm with them. When I'm away from them, I don't miss them. I do not. If I want to talk to them, I pick up the phone and talk to them, or I text them, or I reach out to them. The point I'm making is I'm not a big fan of missing.
Nor am I, especially when you get to the point of addiction. Because you can tell someone I miss you, but then you can. It's basically if sometimes you're saying I'm addicted to you.
I agree. I agree. Now, when I asked you that question, you were on the fence. You were kind of like, I mean, because socially, societally, the thing to say is, yes, I miss you. Someone says, I love you. The right thing to say back is, I love you too, or I love you. Of course, I love you. I love you. We are societally programmed to, I miss you too. I love you too. It's like,
Oh, it and it's terrible that we do that because even something like I love you is meaningless. The three words I love you is 100% meaningless.
we talked about this. I agree. Let's stay with missing. Okay. So you just said, yeah, I do miss my wife, not as much as I used to because I spent, this is the whole pie that I'm going to spend with her. And we've already eaten this much of the pie. So there's this much that I
By the
miss
way,
from her.
it's not pie and it's not cheesecake. Okay, I don't understand cheesecake, why people would have cheese and cake together. So, but anyways, our pie is probably like a chocolate tort.
Okay. Well, the cheesecake that my Airbnb brought was in the shape of a pie. So just so you
Okay.
know, it was circular. So
Isn't that the shape of a cheesecake too, though? Aren't cheesecakes circular also?
I think they are. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, cheesecakes don't know what they are. They're either pies or, I mean, they don't know what they are. They're schizophrenic, probably.
Well, they don't know if they're cheese or they're cake. Because honestly, I just don't think the two should ever mix.
Come on, come on. There's chocolate in cake. So chocolate cake. Come on.
That's fine, but why cheese? Cheese is different. It's savory. It
It's
doesn't. It
it's
belongs on between bread, not in a cake.
it's cream cheese. So
It belongs on a pizza, not on
right.
cake. That's just
And
my
it's sweetened. All right. So missing. So I refrain from using "I miss you." I do not want to miss. I mean, I haven't seen my oldest son in a few years. No, he was here in November. So about 7 months, 6 months, 5 months, 1, 2, 3 months. And I don't miss him. I enjoy the time I have when he's here. And
yeah.
then I know that he's going to go, and more than likely he will come back and visit, or I will go and visit him. The point is, missing, I think, is a negative frame of mind. There you go. That's what I'm getting at.
I try, and I'm with you on that. And I think missing comes from an emptiness. It comes from a vacuum. Like if you're apart from someone, shouldn't you be focused on something else? Shouldn't you be doing something positive? Because to me, the lack of doing, all that's left is you're missing. Now you're wondering what fills the void. It's like there's a void.
Right, right. So if you are present in the moment, whatever's going on, this is what you're present to. If you are consumed by thoughts of, oh my gosh, I miss her, I want her, I need her, the need, the wants, the miss. And I put need and I put need. Yeah, I put need and want in there too. And I look at the well, I want cheesecake. Okay. I want cheesecake. Do I need cheesecake? No. I need air, food, water. I do need some companionship. So, I mean, those are the things that I need. The wants or something else. Now, if I'm in a moment like right now, we're talking and we're talking about other people that we possibly would meet or try to meet. I don't want to be consumed by somebody else while I'm here.
I know what it is. You don't actually, okay, let's break this down into cheesecake. I don't know why.
Okay.
You do not want cheesecake. You want the flavor of cheesecake in your mouth, but you don't want the calories of the cheesecake. You don't want the negative health effects. You want to pick and choose which part of the cheesecake. So you want the memory of the cheesecake, how it felt, how it made you feel, but you don't actually want the cheesecake.
I do want to taste it. I do want to taste it. There is a satiety,
You want the experience.
Satiable. Yes, yes. Even if it's just like a little piece like that big, even if it's one bite. Sometimes I'll take one bite of something and it's so good. I do not want to spoil that, because if I eat another bite, it's not going to taste as good as the first. So I stop eating it and go one bite because it's not going to be better this. Donuts are that way.
You've got more control of like 99% of the rest of the country. Like I've never heard of someone who can just only eat one of something good.
Yes. I have an issue with donuts. If they're so good that I have to keep on eating, I won't stop. I got a dozen donuts. A friend of mine bought a dozen donuts, and she said, "Do you have one?" I'm like, "No, I'll have a donut hole." And they didn't have donut holes. I was like, "I'll have a donut hole," and she's like, "No, have a whole donut." I'm like, "If I eat a whole donut, I'm going to eat them all." So I just didn't have any at all. So it's a potato chip whole thing of can't eat just one.
Yeah.
So with people though, the whole concept of missing is, I think, misconstrued. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's only part of the person we're missing. We're missing something enjoyable, but we don't miss the entire person, do we? We don't miss their faults and their problems and their issues.
You're getting into a whole realm of like, do you love the person for who they are? Because I mean, you're married. I mean, when I was married, I loved my wife. I still love my ex-wife. I loved my wife at the time for everything, all the goods, the bads, the whole
Right.
rainbow.
But what I'm saying is when we miss someone, we tend to think of only the positive. We tend to only miss the good stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like
my cake, kind of like my cake.
Like your cheesecake. You only miss the good part of it, the flavor, the taste, the experience. You don't really miss the calories. I'm guessing.
No. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. I don't even think I don't even think about the calories when I eat it.
Right.
My mom, when I was little, she called me ants in my pants, and it wasn't just me; it's all my brothers. Most of my brothers, my sisters might have had ants in their pants, and we were just.
I had termites. Yeah.
Yeah, termites. I don't know where to go with that.
I do, but we're not going there. So that's
So she would tell me when I was young, you can eat anything you want because you just burn it off. And I think when I hit like in my late 30s, I realized, whoa, wait a minute, I can't eat anything I want. I don't do triathlons anymore. I don't run a marathon. So that mentality has stayed with me. Now, when I eat the cheesecake, like from my Airbnb, it was like I did a little slice, and I was like, "Ooh, I should have a little more than that. It was look good." I did not have just one bite of that. So my point is, I don't think of the calories. I just think of I want something sweet. I just had dinner. I just had lettuce from my garden. I had turnip greens from my garden. I had a veggie burger. I had baked cheese on it. I know you don't like fake cheese, but it's cheese from something else. Um, Maybe it's cheese from cheesecake. Could be cheese.
I don't know, man. That cheese ought to go back to hell where it came from. That's all I can tell you.
Actually, it smells good. I mean, like real cheese. The point is that I'm trying to make. Can you tell I had some coffee today? I'm a little, I'm a little jumpy.
You need another cup or two, but you're getting there.
2 cups. The point I'm saying is I don't think of the calories. So when I miss someone, if I go to that point where I miss someone, I do miss the good things. I don't miss the bad things. Oh my God, she was a nag. She was a pain. I don't miss that. You're right.
Exactly.
I miss, oh my God, she was so much fun. We would go out and eat and drink and dance and listen to music. And oh my God, I just had a blast with her.
And that's exactly why we shouldn't miss people, because we're not missing the whole person. It's an empty miss. It's a fake. It's a superficial missing. We ought to miss the entire person or not at all.
Ooh, Josh, nice. You're kind of buttoning that up pretty good.
Yes, sounds good. I just made it up. Well, why not? Remember, I'm married. I got to toe the line here, buddy.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going.
I roll.
There we go. There we go.